Hi guys, welcome back to another class. This is week number 5 of our splits flexibility training. Today we are going to be holding those splits, holding them in a few different positions as well as just loosening up the body overall. So today's going to be a little bit more flowy than usual, but I do hope that you love it. So let's go ahead and grab a mat and let's get started.
To begin, bring your hands overhead, clasp your hands in a prayer position, and come down into a forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins and begin to bend your arms, elbows touching knees, and then extending. This is a great stretch for the hamstring. Once we are done with the stretch, bring your hands down to the mat, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs. Again, this is a great stretch for the hamstring. Once you are done, bring one leg up, bend it, and extend the arm, same arm, up into the air. We're going to hold this for a few breaths before doing it on the opposite side. Okay, we are going to switch sides and do the same on the opposite. Again, bend your knee forward slightly and bring your hands upward into the sky and hold for a few breaths. We are going to bring both of our hands down to the mat and come on down to a butterfly position. First, we are going to push one knee down and then do the opposite. Go ahead and push down one of your knees. Doesn't matter if it is the left or right. We are going to hold this for a few breaths. It is very important to breathe here to loosen up any tension the body may be holding on to. We are now going to push both of our knees down with both of our hands and just hold here for a few breaths. Go ahead and shake out your legs if necessary and bring your foot up into an upward pigeon. We're going to place our foot in the crevice of our arm and our knee in the opposite crevice of the other arm. Hold here for a few breaths and then begin to rock to stretch out the hip even deeper. After we are done here, we're going to come onto our backs and bring our foot out to the side for a half happy baby's pose. This is a great hip opener. Come on up and we are going to do the same on the opposite side, bringing our opposite leg into the crevice of our arm and holding here for a few breaths before rocking our leg back and forth. Begin to rock your leg back and forth. And then we are going to take it down to our backs for an opposite half happy baby pose. Come on down to your back. Again, we are going to hold here for a few breaths. Breathe in and out deeply. come on up into a seated position. Come forward into a forward fold and grab the back of your feet, or just let your arms rest on the side of your shins. We'll hold this for a few breaths here. Bring one foot in. We are going to take a single leg forward fold. Grab the back of your foot, bringing your nose to your knee for just a few seconds here. We are now going to take it on to the opposite side. Bring your other leg in, grab for the back of your foot, and again, bring your nose to knee if possible for a few breaths. Find your way on up and come forward into your first downward dog. Push back and try to bring your heels down to the mat. We're going to walk this out a few breaths here. After you're done walking out that downward dog, bring your leg on up. You can bring your right leg on up to a three-legged dog. Extend and then stack your hips for a hip opening stretch. Bring it forward into a pigeon pose, and we are going to hold here for a few breaths. While we are in a pigeon pose, we are going to lift and lower our back leg for 10 times before taking the challenge of the bind. You're going to go ahead and grab the back leg, extend the other hand over, interlocking. This is a bind. This is more of a challenge. It's great for the quads and great for a side opening stretch as well. After you are finished, come onto your forearms just to hold this for a few breaths longer, just to finish off the stretch within the pigeon pose. We're then going to push yourselves back into a downward dog to begin on the other side. After walking out that downward dog, extend your left leg. Again, stack those hips and then bring it over into a pigeon pose. Begin to lift and lower your back leg again for 10 times before taking that bind if you'd like the challenge. Once again, you have the opportunity to take that bind for just a little bit more of a challenge. We're going to hold here for a few breaths before taking it down to our forearms. Come on down to your forearms just to finish off on this side for a few breaths here. Find your way back into a downward dog. We are going to take a little bit of a flow here. Bring yourself forward into a plank position, chaturanga down. Come on up to an up dog, and we are going to stretch by looking over to our right side and then to our left side. And then we're just going to push ourselves and look upward for an extended stretch. We are then going to find our way back into a downward dog again, just to come on down to a child's pose. Find your way into that child's pose, and it's going to be a wide-legged child's pose, so bring your knees to the outside of your mat. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, just spread those legs a little further and come forward. Come on out of your child's pose. We are now going to prepare for our first split. Bring your right leg forward and bring the left leg back. Try and roll through. If you do not have it, just hold yourself where you are. And we're going to lean ourselves forward, grab our foot, and hold here for a few breaths. Going to do something a little bit different today. Go ahead and tuck your back foot and bring yourself up. This should help stretch the hip flexors a bit more. Again, what we must do on one side, we must do on the other. So prepare for your left split, and again, we are going to fall forward for a few more breaths. To tuck our back leg, that should be the right back leg. Again, this is a great stretch for the hip flexors. Once you are finished, come to a butterfly position. That is going to conclude our week 5 splits flexibility training.
Alright guys, that was the end of week number 5 of our splits flexibility training. Again, practice these 4 to 5 times over the week. If you want, please send me some progress photos. I would love to see where you started and where you are at right now. We got 2 more weeks remaining, so please stay consistent. Again, 4 to 5 times per week, and I definitely believe you should get into those splits at the end of week 7. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.